Hello everyone, it is Ouroboros0. I'm here with you with another build video, another PvP, PVE, focus video. This is the build. This is a legendary. You could run it heroic and anything, but this is mainly a Black Tusk killer build. The legendary Black Tusk will be getting absolutely shredded with this build, and it'll be very, very nice. So here is a DPS check. I am hitting over 1 million. I could probably hit for 1.1 million if it was optimized perfectly for crit. For the headshot, I'm almost hitting 1.5 million. So you will be absolutely shredding any of the electronic dogs, turrets, chungas, anything that comes your way will be absolutely melted. So the only thing to make this build better would be using the gift backpack, which I have right here, just for that extra second difference. You see it's an extra second. There's no damage buff. It is a damage buff by getting the extra damage back faster, but there's no damage difference if you don't get shot. Mine has headshot damage, so that's why I'm using a Grupo Sombra instead. But you would preferably want to run this build with a gift, just for that extra second of damage. And then you would take off the chest glove and put a Grupo glove. You don't want to use the contractor's glove, even though it will do more damage to armored targets. But since you're going to be mostly focused on shooting and killing everything that's not yellow or veteran, this build will help you a lot more. It was to shred the dogs, the elite boss, just way faster. I recommend it running like this. You want to run it with the perfect sacrifice for that extra 5% amplified damage. It is better than any other glass cannon, so just run this one. You want to run it with the Yaw mask for the extra 10% health damage. The 10% health damage is a multiplicative. It is not an additive like crit hit damages, so it multiplies it times everything else, like flatline, which is amplified, which is also basically multiplicative, and the knee pads to damage out of cover. So you want to run it like this. I will use it with a Keenbreaker because a Keenbreaker is the perfect PvE gun, and then I just use it with a classic M1A just to keep it simple. The classic M1A's damage is this right here. You could easily snipe a couple people from distance. I suggest using it with a decoy and a reviver hive, because again, this is PvE. Decoy just to get some heat off of you and get some heat off of your tank. I recommend using this build with somebody else running the previous build I posted for legendaries right here, the tank build. Check out that video if you haven't checked it out. It makes speed running this so easy. You could do it in like 20 minutes. Well, you could do it like at 20 minutes or roughly around there if your team's good. Just run it fast. Just run it fast. Your tank's taking up all the aggro. He's tanking it with his big ass shield. Then you got a decoy next to him. And you're just picking off people, picking off all the people he needs to be picked off. The reason you ran this build, again, is because you want to take out those reds that are killing your tank. Because remember, the tank build right here is only effective against the elites. You can still tank the reds, but not that many. So you want to be picking those guys off as fast as possible. So this build is meant to be in conjunction with the other build for running legendaries. Especially for the new legendary that's coming up. Get those practice in. Get that practice in. So, I'm going to show you a demonstration of this build in the legendary. We're going to go to capital over here. Again, you cannot do this in solo. Running a legendary solo is very hard. Most people just do it with skills and stuff like that, but I'm just going to show you the DPS check.
You've got your objective.
I'm going to aim for one of those dogs or turrets or whatever you guys call them, and I'm just gonna kill it. That's all I'm doing here. Just a short demonstration. Oof, this is gonna be tough.
Weapons are free. Someone made a bad choice.
So I killed the guy in front of the dog, but here's the dog. Here's the other dog. He goes to kill these other guys pretty easily. There's no problem there. This thing's dead already. I'm probably gonna be dead.
Vital signs critical.
But yeah, that is the DPS check of this video. As you can see, I was just melting targets. Unfortunately, I'm severely outnumbered. I could kill that guy real quick within a couple seconds and just die. Again, I'm not the tank, so being that aggressive is not what you want to do, but I'm just showing you how fast you could kill something. You just saw me just wipe out like 5 targets within a span of a couple seconds. If you had a tank to be very aggressive and go in there to do what you need to do, it'll be very useful. Kill that guy, kill the drone. You want a tank with this build because you don't want to be the guy tanking everything. You see these guys just vanishing from the plane of Earth. I will be posting a video speedrunning with all the proper builds once my teammates get their versions of it, because they need to build it. I can't build it for them. Gone from the plane of existence. Gone from the plane of existence. As soon as you see him turn his little peripherals to your decoy, you can just melt it. You can melt him. Again, you could also melt the other guys because you're still DPS. He's a little bit out of my range. That guy's trying to get his grenades on me. The helicopter should be coming.
This armor's coming apart. Serious trauma detected.
I'm just doing the mission just because I can. You see, I'm actually doing 1,000,000 damage even in PVE. Right there, you can see the example. Oh, he got me. You can melt the big machine gunners, I'm telling you, within maybe 1 to 2 clips. Depending if you're shooting the backpack or not. Again, this is the video. As you can see, I was just blazing through it solo. You again, take the tank build. You want one tank, so he could be tanking in there. You know, you put your decoy. Just make things simplify it. Just simplify the battle and make it easier on yourself. So those are 2 slots. I recommend another DPS, much like this one, but probably with the contractors, to focus the elite targets. I would recommend using 2 of these ones because you can see I did melt the other guys pretty fast. I recommend using this one. 2 of these, maybe just another normal DPS. It's up to you. And maybe one skill. Having a skill is always nice, but I recommend probably three DPSs. Two of these ones, one of the contractor, like, you know, people against armor, you know, Walker Harris mask, Coyote's mask, you know, is what I recommend. Let's see, let me just build it real quick. I'm over crit at the moment, I think. So let me change the mask out to crit hit damage. There we go. I should be exact crit now. Alright, perfect. You always want a team member to have Coyote's mask, especially when you have DPS in the team. It just makes the damage go so much higher.
Proceeding. Someone made a bad choice.
Vital signs critical. Agent down.
These guys are just vanishing from the plane of existence.
Serious trauma detected.
Armor is almost gone. Stay cool. I'm almost there. Under fire.
Oops, someone's behind me.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Again, you definitely do not want to be as aggressive as I'm doing when you're doing these legendaries, but you can be. It depends on what team you have.
Sighted in.
Serious trauma detected. You've got your objective.
So there you go, that's the build. You would do more damage with that Coyote's mask, but only one of you needs to run that Coyote's mask. Okay? So the build should be with the Yaw mask, and one of you should be running the Coyote's mask. If we go back to the base, I will show you the damage difference with the Coyote mask and not the Coyote's mask. Preferably, you will have a team member to come here and put the mask on for you, and you can see the damage increase with the Yaw mask on will be significantly higher. Remember, this game is about team synergies. A lot of these builds are kind of solo oriented, but I tell you in these builds that you want to either run the specialization for the team buff, because those matter. So if I bring him here, I'm hitting for 1.1 million. Headshot, 487. You see the headshot normal though is 461. It's a lot lower than with the Yaw mask. But if you had a teammate run this, you know, maybe the other build version, you know, with the contractors, where you're not focused on health damage, this would be perfect for them to wear. Because if I put the other mask on, the Yaw with the crit chance, I'll take it from the gift. Let me just double check my crit chance. No, it's crit hit damage I need. There we go. Make sure he's marked for accurate damage. Sometimes his range is buggy and it doesn't mark him. But you see it's 492 with this one. You want it to have crit hit chance on it. Crit hit damage instead of headshot damage. But you want somebody to run the Coyote's mask for your DPS. It is nice. You can also make the tank wear it. You can make them wear it. It does work. So I put this build on here. Let's go out the range. I put this build on here. Put our Coyote's mask. Get the defensive slot. Let's see, where is it? I know the mask has 30% on it. Now look at my stats. I'm now at 76% protection from elites. You know, I need 2 extra percentages here, which I'm pretty sure one's on my mask still. You know, to get extra 1%. But you could make the tank wear it. That shouldn't be his job, but you can. You want to make sure you have the DPS to support him though, because the tank should still be able to do damage with his pistol build. You see, he can still do some damage, but that's not his job. He's just there to secure some kills and to tank and make sure you guys don't die. But that's the build video. This one right here. What is it? Right here. Use it for legendaries. Speed run it. Speed run it. Speed run it. It goes a lot faster when you have things in mind of what you should be wearing and what your teammates should be wearing. You know, doing all solo as individuals, you could do it like that. But if you do it as a team, I hate teamwork. Personally, I hate teamwork. But if you do it as a team, it's much faster. This is the build. Have fun running those legendaries and those PVE content. Have fun out there.